I could make a difference to some degree, but there were a lot of areas in corporate that I really couldn't. And it was frustrating. It was frustrating to see things based on information that's inaccurate. That kind of drove me crazy. So I was looking for places I could move to that would be, oh, but I would say a good fit for me, where I could be a good fit for them. So it wasn't just looking at what I wanted, but what could I do for a company? And again, it didn't even occur to me I was doing that. It was also subconsciously. It wasn't like I said, oh, gee, you know, what am I going to be getting out of this? It was not at all. It just was instinctive for me, which I guess is a good thing. But as I look back, it's something lots of people can do. You just have to sort of stop and change your mindset a little bit. So I found that I had married a second time, and my husband suggested I work for him. And, you know, you hear all the stories about working for a spouse, and those all kind of were flashing through my head on a regular basis. But I thought, you know what, he needs my help. And this would be a small company, and this would be a place I could help make a difference. So I went in a actually lower level position and got into sales, which I really do enjoy. And I found I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I had someone tell me years ago, don't ever get into sales. And I'm like, what does he mean by that? Am I not a good salesperson? I mean, I never did sales up to this point, but what does he mean? And years later, I tried hunting him down so I could ask him what he meant. I never did find out, but it was an interesting because I really enjoyed it. And I didn't sell based on just, you know, what are the value of this server, or what's the value of this switch or a firewall, but how is it going to help their company? What's the difference going to make for them? And I took it from that mindset and that perspective, and that was huge. And I did very well with that, because if it wasn't the right fit for what they're telling me they need, well, I know other servers, I know other switches, I know other technology. There might be something else, and they might just be using the wrong term. They might think it had to be a server where it didn't have to be a server. So that was a kind of a detailed mention of how I got into wanting to work for my husband and working there. And I ultimately became the chief operating officer because I really did revamp the operations and sales and accounting departments. We stayed the same number of people and doubled the company in size. And what I really learned in this particular opportunity that I didn't even realize I would want is I learned how to run a business. That was not on my radar. That was not something I thought I'd be doing. So you can kind of see that there's a jump to, oh, I can run a business. So then what do I do next?